afternoon everybody, and how are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called Flower Patch, where I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements for all occasions. Welcome guys, I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend, and I hope the weather's been lovely for you all. It's been, we've had clouds, but it has been hot. Well, I say hot, but it is humid more than anything. A small breeze, but the breeze was warm. It wasn't a cold breeze, so we was all, struggling to catch his breath, I guess. And today it's even hotter. The sun's out, there's no clouds, and I think it's around 32 degrees, which is in the 90s. So I'm inside, I've got the lights beaming at me and they are making me hot. So if I start sweating, guys, excuse me, it's very humid and yeah, it's sticky, I guess. Right, today I've decided I'm going to do a Halloween swag. I don't know, I just sort of got up this morning, came in the workshop, did what I had to do, and I just thought, you know what, let's do a Halloween. So I've made two bows, and I've got, let me just hold them and get them looking fluffed up, because they have things have been sitting on top of them. So I've made one like this with long tail ends, as you can see, and then I've just made a shorter one with one loop of each colour to go at the bottom of the swag. And we're going to be doing it obviously in purples, blacks and oranges, and obviously green foliage, so some green foliage. And I thought, well, let's have this one at the top, the small one at the bottom, and then in between them both I'm going to put a gem. I thought, why not? Let's just give it a bit of, what a girl's best friend is, diamonds. So I thought, let's get the purple one out and do it instead of just doing a bow. I have got a swag out, and it is about 26 inches long, and it's black. I've already tried to fluff it up the best I can, guys. I always find the more you fluff it up, you do still see parts where you think, oh no, I've missed a bit, and you carry on fluffing. You can fluff forever. So I've stopped at a certain point and thought, well, I guess that looks okay. So we have got the black spruce swag. For our foliage, I have got one stem of my long needle nose pine needles. Oh my goodness. Oh. And then I have got some small ones as well. They're 11-inch and they're 7. So I think they're 7. One moment. From the tip, from the tip to the bottom of the stem, there's 7. So we've got those as well. I have got out some black rose leaves, and also I found some more of these, what I used on the when I did the pumpkin one. So I just grabbed them both. I've got some eucalyptus, but it's the not the silver dollar or the scenario. I've got this eucalyptus, and I thought we could use, with it being spiky, pointed on the tips, we could use those in as well. Oops daisy. I have got some black velvet grass that I've just chopped off the bush, so we may incorporate some of the black velvet grass. And if I don't incorporate the black velvet grass, then I may use this like onion grass with the little bit of leaf on the end, the black leaf. I have also got out, I haven't gone through these yet, guys, but I've just grabbed the bunch of my fern, which is orange. It's two-tone, it's darker at the bottom and goes lighter, from the company called Leaf. They don't sell like, you know, artificial flowers and things. It's usually artificial plants in plant pots, what you'd have in your home, inside your house. They just sell the odd ones like this. So I get those off of them. Oops. I have got out again the bunch of black fern also. I have got out this. It looks a little bit like ficus, guys, but I'm not sure what they called it. I don't know if they called it the eucalyptus. There's no tag on it. I can't remember. I've had it quite a while, and I tend to save it for autumn or Halloween, and I can't remember. But it looks a bit like it's got, you know, a bit of eucalyptus stroke ficus, I guess. So we've got that. I've cut off a few of these ruscus in orange and placed a few bits as well on single stems to dot around. I've also just cut off a few off a bunch of some purple leaf. I'm not sure what leaf this is either. So yeah, I guess it could be ruscus, or I don't really know, something along those lines. I've gone a bit wappy today, I think, and I thought, let's have a bit of glitter. If we've got the gem, guys, let's have a bit of glitter. So I've got my bay leaves out in the purple as well for the bit of the glitter, and I've got out some picks that I've cut down because they were bigger than this. I've cut them into two with some orange and green and black little baubles on, and then some orange, purple and black glittery leaves as well, with a bit of grass inside. So we've got those, and I've just grabbed a few of my pumpkins, two glittered ones that I want to put, one at the top of the gem and one at the bottom, and the rest probably scattered about. So there's no really floral in this one today, guys. So I thought, let's just go with it and just again do a Halloween without floral. So, and I will attach the bows at a later, well, as we go along. I'm going to attach the gem straight away though. So I will bring the camera down. Just one moment. Right. Gosh, it does look a bit dark there, doesn't it? I wonder if I can get in a little closer. Maybe something like that. Right, on the back of my gem, I placed a bit of ribbon. I've glued it on, and I have placed in a cable tie through it. I can move it. I've done it so I can move it. I've just folded over the ribbon around the cable tie, and once I've unglued it, every time I've folded it over and then glued it onto the back of the gem. You have got this piece at the top with the hole that you can place a bit of your spruce through it to also give it a bit of extra more support. So I'm going to want to place this approximately about there. I don't think I want it straight on. I may want it at an angle. So what I'm going to do is just open up some of the swag. And I want it to sort of like sit offset like that. So then I'll get the cable tie, and I'm going to go around the main spine at the back, if it goes. That's if it fits. I can just keep my finger on where it is. There's not really going to be that much. Let's just see. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. I'm going to get a little bit of a spruce and I'm going to see if I can pop it through. I don't think that's going through. So then I'll get, oh, where are they? A bit of floral wire, go through, and then I will attach this to one of the spruces at the bottom. And again, that's just giving it that little extra more support to hold it into place. And I'm going to twist. Let's just cut that off. And then wrap the rest of the wire around the spruce. And that's just giving it that little extra more bit of support again to keep it where I'd like it to be. So now I'm going to just move some of the spruce around it so it doesn't look too squashed. Like you can see here, it looks a little squashed, so I'm going to bring some down. Try to hide that cluster of spruce around it. Just give them a bit of space. Right, so that's how we've got it now. Let's just bring there, and it's just set there. I'm wondering whether to add the ribbons or the bow, should I say? Yeah, I don't usually add it at the beginning, but let's add it in while we're doing this. And I'd like this at the top, right up here. Going to see how far this sits if I place it. Right, I'm not going to attach this around the main spine at the back. I'm going to just attach it around a couple of spruces and pull on the cable tie. I will flip it up in a moment. I think that belongs here. I'm going to bring some through the pine needles as well. If you have, I've got one ribbon here that doesn't hold up very well, the black one and the purple. The wire's not very thick. So if you place a spruce, one of these through it, then it'll just lean on top of it. So then the spruce will hold it up. That one's in the way. So we've got that one. I've only done 3 loops of the orange. I haven't run out, I just decided to do 3. Let's bring that one down a bit. Like so. I may, with these at the side, just bring them in and just on either side and do the waterfall effect here. So I'll just leave those hanging off to one side. And then we'll do the same with this one. I'll just put this one, because there's not that much spruce around here, but we'll still attach it. Oh, have I got it the wrong way? I've got it the wrong way around, the cable tie at the back. There we go. So let's do it again. Let's fluff this one up. So purple tail end there, one there. Just spread it out. So we've got it like so. Gosh, guys, I'm sweating. Right. What shall we place in? Maybe, I think, I just want 2 at the top and 1 at the bottom of these, because they are exceptionally long. They are on paperback, so I will pull them off. There we go. Let's take this paper off and reveal the wire underneath. I usually tend to do my swag stood up. I'm going to do it sat down. Let's see if I... Oops-a-daisy. So what I'm going to do is bring one here. Then I'm going to get the other one, bring it here, and then the one down at the bottom for the length. So that's what we'll do. So I'm going to put quite a bit of glue on these. These are quite weighty, so you can wrap a bit of your spruce around it. And I'm going to go coming out from the side. Let's just wrap some spruce to give it, to balance it and hold it the weight. I'll just lean it down a little bit. We'll do the same with this one. I know you guys may be thinking Halloween already. So we've got that one there. And then I'm going to do one just coming down from the side, bottom here. So we'll just, again, attaching it to the, I am attaching it to the spine, but I'm going to also be wrapping a little spruce around it on the bottom as well. There we go. Right, so I'm just going to bend that one down a little because I don't want it sticking up too much. So there we have our pine needles. Right, do I place in, again, I don't know if I'm going to be using everything, guys. Let's get some fern in. I've just spotted the odd few with picks on. So let's start with those first. And these have got wire in, so I'm going to start and place one right at the top. Again, attaching it to the spine. Like that. Probably bring two out here as well. For you new subscribers that have never seen me do a swag, a lot of you all know I treat it like a sort of a body part, really. The highest point here at the top I call, if I move that here, the neck. Like a human body, we've got the neck. The widest point here is the shoulders. So then you come here and you have your ribs and your lungs. And then from around here downwards is your waistline. So if you think of it like that, your shoulders are obviously the widest point. So you need to create that teardrop shape. Think of it as the top part of your body. The top part here should be wider. And then you're going to be going into a teardrop. And then as you go down, it comes in more. It doesn't stick out as much, if that makes sense. So then as we come here, instead of placing it horizontal, I will place it diagonally in and aim towards the spine at the back. We'll do the same here as well. Let's just pull another one off. Oh, I found another one. Excuse me. Now we're going to bring some on our waistline here as well. Positioning it the same way at an angle. As you will see, they are starting to come in. Just straighten that stem a little. And then I will go and head down there. So it's coming in. And then I'm going to get one more that I've just spotted. And I'm going to place that down at the bottom here. So that can sit on top of our pine. I don't think I need any yet, but more, but I'll keep them there. Let's just see about, yeah, we're going to place in some black fern as well. Oops, they've all come apart. So again, I'm going to place at the neck, right at the top. Bring some out here on the shoulders as well. I'm going just above the pine with that, with the black fern. And I'm going to come in between the two orange. Just place that more at an angle. There we go. I think it's quite long, so I'm not sure if we'll get everything in the camera. Right, let's get some smaller ones to go here at the side of the bow. It's just in here, if you can see, and then we'll get one and place it on top of the pine as well. Like I did with the neck at the top, I always place one with the waist at the bottom. So we've got those in. I don't know whether, again, I'll leave things out in case, because we've obviously got to fill the top, so we may want some elements from what we're using at the moment to be placed on top as well. Maybe not, we'll see as we go along. just put the band on them so they don't all fall on the floor and get parted. Right, I think we're going to use some of our eucalyptus first. I'm going to add some of that in. Now, if you're wondering where I got this from, you can get it from wholesalers, but I went shopping the other day with my husband. We called in at B&Q to get some garden plants so we could put some new flowers in the garden. And I spotted that they do artificial, but not a lot. And I spotted these. Now, guys, they're not cheap. As you know, B&Q can be quite pricey. They were £5 for one stem, guys. So I only got 5. I could have got more because they did have quite a lot in, but I thought they was quite pricey. But I liked them that much, I couldn't leave without them. And they've just got the big main stem here and 2 little bits coming off the side. So that's where I got them from, if you're wondering. And they are quite long on the stems as well. The actual stem itself is 23 inches long. And then you have your leaves, which... So it comes up to 38 inches long in total, this stem. And it is £5. So it is pricey, guys. But I have seen them from other places, you know, online, wholesalers and things like that. It was just, I spotted them and that was it. So I'm going to cut this one up. I'm going to cut that one there, because I may have that up at the top, with it being quite bushy. And then the other 2 like that. And I think I'll bring the other 2 maybe somewhere around here. Or do I do them there? That one I should be placing there. And then this one, I think there. If you want to cut them down even further, it does give you that option here. I could take this top piece off and, you know, place these small pieces individually around. In fact, I might do that. Let's... In for a penny, in for a pound, I say, guys. Then you'll get more out of it. That's not got as many on. Okay. That's only got 2. So I may cut it there. So with this one, I'm going to keep as it is, with it being right at the top. Oops, I've just pulled a... Oh my goodness, where's it come from? There. So let's just glue that back on. I'm going to take that glue off of the bottom because it's probably started to dry. And we're going to go under the black fern with this. So then we'll bring one there. I could turn that leaf. Yeah. this one I will bring down here. As well. And then the same on the opposite side. So basically on the swag, whatever I do on one side, I will repeat it on the other, concerning, you know, to start with, for when I'm creating our boundary, just so I can get things in place. I don't know whether to do. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I mean, this, let's cut the orange one down a little bit, slightly longer. I'm going to get these here and I'm going to pinch them together, but I'm not going to place a cable tie on. What I'm going to do is wrap it around one of the spruces. So I'm just going to get the black spruce and go around it. And have that like that. And then I'm going to do the same on the opposite side. The black one's a little bit too long, so didn't cut the tail end on that one, guys. So then I may bring this one down, but not have as much as a big loop. I don't want to have two big loops in the center. I'm going to bring one slightly further down, so it's just a tiny, a smaller loop that I'm creating. And again, I'm going to wrap it around with the spruce. So I've created basically that with the tail ends. So again, I'm going to hold back. I'm going to save this in case I need it for a pick for something. But I'm going to hold back with those at the moment. As well. So we've got our orange. Oops, I've just pulled another one up. Gosh, I'm just clumsy. I can't see where that's come from. So we've got our orange foliage as well. We get 5 stems, I think 1, 2, no 4. Silly me. 4 stems on here. And I'm going to bring these in, so I'm going to cut these down as well. Now I've got this, and I can use that as a stem as well. So then I've created myself 5. So let's just tidy the stem where I've cut the others from. So it's nice and neat. There. So now I've created myself 5 stems. So what I'm going to do with these, bring some up at top. in between where the fern is. If I need any more, I'll just cut some more down. I'm just going to place these in so you can have an idea of where I'd like them to sit. We'll place this one at the bottom. I think I'm going to get another 2. One. 2. So then we'll have these in here also. I'll probably end up cutting those down shorter and placing some of the pieces inside. So that's where we're placing. Just give your stems as well a little bend to give it more of that natural look. Oops, let me just get that glue string. It's caught on the pine. Oh, here's my cat. Oh, concerning my cat's health, guys, he's getting better. He's still on his medication, but he's greatly improved. So thank you for all your concern towards him. I really do appreciate it. And then we'll get this one. We'll place it. Just under there. So we'll hold back with those ones. We've got our other smaller pine needles. So I'm going to dot a few on top. So if we place some on top as well, again I'm placing them down towards the spine. The more you place in of your stems as you go along, then you don't need to be heading for the spine. You could just glue them onto other stems that you've placed in there, or other pieces of spruce. My cat watches it. It's like he's so interested. So we've got 4 there. I may bring just a couple up here as well under the bow, just as like filler, so you won't see them as much as the bigger ones or the ones on top. And then I'm going to place one there because there's a little gap here where this is, so we'll place that there and fill that up. So I've got 2 left. Do I bring, I don't know, I'm not going to bring any more in. I don't want to overdo it with them. We've got quite a lot in, so we'll place those there. Let's get the purple leaves in as well. And I'm going to do a similar thing with these and bring some again up above, always near the shoulders, incorporate things up above. Just give your stems a little bend. I'm placing these where the orange is. And I'm going to have one for the neck at the top. Just seeing if I've got a smaller one. That one may do. Let me just cut it a little. Again, I'm going to bring one up here also. So I've got the purple at the top because I'm trying to create and bring the purple as well as all the other foliage and things that we're placing in, and you know, bring it all the way around so it's incorporated. I think that's a bit too big. Could dot things like that in there. Do it on the opposite side as well. So basically we're just repeating it from side to side. That's a daisy. It's a bit of a long stem. Cut that off. And then do one on this side as well. Now this one's quite a long one. Oops. Right, one moment. We heard that, didn't we, guys? Let's get it. I'm going to pull that leaf off. Cut the stem. And I'm going to place this under the pine. Okay, and that's acting as our length as well. We want something a similar length with the pine. So let's mix it inside it. There. I'm not quite sure about the one on the end, guys, if I'm being quite honest. I think it's a bit too long. Let's see. I may have to move it. Just taking the glue off what was on it. It is quite long. See how far I can get it up there. I think that's better. Right. If I push it further up this main stem, I think that looks better. For now, anyway, until I may change my mind again. Right, so now let's have a look at some of our glittery picks. I don't know how many. So again, I've cut them in half. It's got something on it. So what we're going to do with these, I'm going to bring one there. And just manipulate the leaves and, you know, move them around. I think we're going to bring one up there as well. These are quite long too. Bring that one there. I think we'll place one in there as well. Did I place that under yet? Yeah, we're going to place one around this bow as well, down the bottom. Let's give it some down there, and then the other one on the opposite side. So I'm just placing them in before I glue them. So I can see, yeah, that looks quite good. My cat's flying everywhere, all over. Right, so let's place these in. And you can do the same with these if you feel they're not secure enough. wrap a piece of spruce around them. Oops. Let's get some glue on that. Oh, I can't get it on. Let's just go. We've got those then. You can get all different kinds of picks for Halloween. All different wonderful colours. Then we'll place onto the bow. Lift all the balls, give that colour, and add a bit of interest. Like so. Just fluff up our bow again. Like that. Right. So then now I'm going to add in some. Oops, oh my goodness. I am terrible today. Some of our bay leaves. Let's just have a look how they would look pretty. Here comes the glitter, guys. Christmas will be even worse. We were all full of glitter. No, I think I'd add that one under there. Where the black is here, fern, let's get some on there and make it bounce off of it. And here also. And then we're going to place one on this black fern at the back, at the top. So I'm not going to add in too many. I've got 2 pieces here, or 3. So I'll save those. What have come off of the leaves. And I just want to get the glittery pumpkins out as well, because they're going to be going around this area here. Oh, maybe that bit there. So let's get those in first. And again, I'm going to glue them in, but I'll also attach a bit of spruce around them, just to hold it in place. So I've placed it in vertical. So and I'll do the same up above here. I think I've got those two wrong way. It's better. So we'll do that with those. Right, so now we're going to, if you can see it like that, how it looks. I've got a feeling it's going to be quite big and you may not see it all on the camera. So let's get in our bay leaves. Got one there. I must admit, I do like doing swags. I think they're lovely. Especially Christmas ones. I think they're really pretty. Mind you, anything's pretty, really. And then our final one at the top. So we've got at least some bit of glitter. I'm just wrapping this one round. Oh, I tend to wipe my face when I've got, and not realise with the glitter. So, because I've got the pumpkins as well, I want to bring some above the top. Now I do have that. We'll put one there. I need a bit of think foliage around this black area here. one there as well. So we won't need that one. I do have these. I don't want really too much of one colour. You can barely see that. I'm going to have to put some more black around the side. But I do have the grass that I think may go around the side. They're green and orange, so they might look okay as filler foliage around the centre. I forgot to say I'd got these, just so it just doesn't look too plain around here with just the black spruce. I may cut that one down and this one. No, I'm not so sure about that. So what can I use? Oh, I've got glitter all over. Let's see what I can use for a bit of foliage. Now, do we have green? I think we need a little green. I know we've got the pines and that, but there is a lot of orange. I don't want purple because we've got a lot of purple with including the gem as well as all the glittery things and that. So I think it'd be boiled down to, it could either be like black roses or some more foliage. And I think if I placed in foliage, it'd have to be something smaller, you know, with a bigger leaf, because there's a lot of spiky things going off in the arrangement. So let me just grab the black roses, or some of them. Let me just take a few out. Right, there's 5. And then some foliage. Do I use that instead? Oh, they're a bit torn now. What does it look like with the trade scantia in? With it having like cat's eyes. Oh, I think that looks quite nice. So I may. Have I got any picks? Yeah. I don't know how many I'm getting. I'm just going to get some. But before we do that, let's get these pumpkins in before I probably forget. And with this being heavy at the one end, again, if you want to wrap around a spruce, then that, you know, you can do that too. I'm going to just wrap that spruce around a little bit, just give it that support. I think Marley's in here because it's hot outside, guys. He does like it when it's warm, but he doesn't like it too warm. Bring that one there. Sit that on the purple leaf, the bay leaf. There. Just going to wrap a bit around there. That can be supported. Now let me just see with these. I know these are slightly different, but they look a bit like cat's eyes. I'm just going to take one and cut one down. Don't want it to look too odd. Now let me take a salal, do the same with that, so then I can judge which I think's the better of the two. I think it's a salal, because these are a different colour to what we're using. And I've got these, so I could add the odd one of these in. Yeah, we're going to do that. What about the roses? Do I add roses in? We'll see. We'll see. So I know I don't need. I'm going to place away on what I don't need, so I can see what we've got. Don't need those, don't need those. No seeds. I don't think I want to put, I don't know, I'll have to choose. I don't need those. And I'm not going to use the trade skunks here either. Again, with it being a different tone and colour. If they were in black and white, or black, or, you know, with purple in the centre or something like that, then I would have incorporated them. So let's get in out just a bit of salal. I don't want too much, because it's just to go around where the gem is. Now usually I would open this out like a star like that, but I don't want to on this occasion, because I've just looked at that one how I opened it and it was taking up a lot of the gem. So I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to bring just a couple on this side also, or maybe just one's needed there. So I'm going to do that. I may bring that one there. Just stick this in with the bow. Do that. Now let me, before we carry on and place in the black grass, let's just add in a few of these as well. And the ones where I've placed on picks. I did this before we started the video. What I'm going to want to do with these again is just add pops of colour. Oops, a daisy. Let me put a few down. I'm going to bring one. Let me just here, turn it. Oh, it hasn't caught on anything. Let me do it again. can't seem to get it in. Don't know why. No. There we go. I wasn't going to let it defeat me. Bring something here as well. I'm just placing a few bits of colour around. I'm going to bring some up above as well. Just a few little wispy bits. Can't get it off of me. Let's get one in the centre of that bow as well. And another one of these bay leaves that I've got spare. We'll add that in as well. Maybe I should bring it down here. Yeah. Right, so as you see, I'm just going to bend these down a little. That's what we've done so far. I think it looks lovely for a lovely autumn Halloween arrangement. I think, do I bring? Just 2 pieces. Make that a bit more bushier there. Do I? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go to town, as we say. And give a bit of bushiness up above. And do it on this side as well. And there's some on the sides where the pine needles are. Just add a little bit of bushiness on top of that colour, so it just doesn't look like the pine needles are just by themselves. Give them colour with them. I've got one more piece. Let's take the band off. I may bring it down at the bottom. I hope you can see, guys, it's quite big. So I may bring this at the bottom as well, a bit of it down there. I don't think I need any more of that, so let's have a look. I think we'll add in some black grass. I don't want the peacock ones, so we'll get rid of those. I don't need this filler foliage. I don't think, because no, it clashes with the other ones, so we'll just take those out of the way and put those back in my leftover box. Place those there as well. So now I'm going to place in, I don't think I'm going to place in any roses, even though they do look nice. I'm not going to place in, I don't think, any of those. I may bring just the odd ones around the side. First of all, I want to place in, hang on guys, I've just found a leaf what's come off. So what I'm going to do with that is put it on a little pick. And place it in with our bow. Like so. So again with our grass, if I can move it, with it being quite big, I want to, let me just see if you can see. Oh gosh, barely. Let's just bring it down a bit. What I want is to bring some of the grasses up here, have some spiky black in it. We've got the spiky green, you know, foliage, so let's incorporate some spiky black foliage. These are wide as well. So we're going to go under, have that sticking up there. Here's one with two. I want to place this at the bottom. Put the black grass down at the bottom as well. And I'm going to just be coming around with it. And having it sticking out. Oh, Marley can feel something going off underneath. You just can't see it. Do the same here. I'm not cutting them, I'm going to leave them as long wispy bits, but I am, you know, pushing them in quite far because I don't want this, you know, to look too odd, sticking out too much. So, I've got, try to put this one at the top centre. Mind you, I've got some more left, so maybe not. We'll just have a look. I could do. Have I got a smaller one? No. So let's place that one at the top, like I have done at the bottom. And again, I'm going to go right under here. So we've got that there. Now there's two big clumps there, so we'll not use those. And we're going to place in now some of our... Oh, I know what I have got on here, what I've been doing for a project for somebody. Somebody wanting a black and white. Oh my goodness. Course, buttonhole. Corsage, whichever you may call it. And I used, and I've done those. So I've got some of eucalyptus. So let's have a look at the eucalyptus instead, with it being quite wispy. No, I'm not so sure. I think I just want a smaller leaf. Yeah. So I'll keep the eucalyptus out because I've got to finish it off. Just got this little bay leaf. I don't want to waste it and just place it in somewhere. I'll bring it there. You know, in the oddments bucket by itself. So let's place it in. Right, let's now try and get in our black leaves around the edge. Just to place those in. I think something's needed still in the where the gem is. So I'm not sure. I think maybe a bit of greenery here because it's a bit black here. So where did I go with the salal? Let's just get one out. I think it's a bit too black around this area. It's needing something green there. Let's have a look in this side as well. Yeah, so I'm going to need another one there as well. So let's just grab another one. Can get it. Oh, it's attached to the stem. So then it won't look odd. So let's get those in. I could just sense something wasn't right. It looked a bit too nice everywhere else, but then all of a sudden it just stopped black here. So I'm going to place this in as like filler foliage. So I'm giving it a bit of depth. I don't want it to, you know, stick out too much. So I'll incorporate some of the colour in with it, what I've placed in, so it doesn't look just like there's a green leaf by itself. So just bring something in so it just, you know, joins in with everything else. And I'll do the same on this side. There's one right here as well. So I'll do the same with this. Incorporate some elements, what we've been using in there also. That's better. So now that's filled that up. So I've not got that on my mind, but I have got, I don't know if you can see, I'll lift it up. It looks a bit flat here where the bottom here is. It looks like I've just placed in that pine needle, and nothing is in front of it like I have just done with that. But I don't want another big greenery. So I could, let's have a look. Have I just put one in the bin? Yeah, there we go. I could bring this here again just to take off that empty piece. So we're going to place that there and bring the purple in around the orange here, the pumpkin. Right, so now let's start with our black foliage. So I'm going to just bring some around the edge. This is just where I'm placing these. I don't think I want any on top. So I'm just going around the sides, popping these in, giving them a bit of black. I've only got 5 out. One around here as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to bring a couple up at the top. Right there, so you can see that. Get one more. Where's it gone? I'm going to bring down there. I might do one on the other side as well. So I think that one seems to want to go off into the centre. Right, I'm just going to look. I know our gem is set deep. I could lift it back up, but I quite like it where it's been set deep. Now roses. I didn't really want to be placing any floral in, but it does look nice. Oh, I don't know, guys. I'm saying yes, but I'm saying no at the same time because I wanted to keep it a theme without any floral. No, what I'm gonna do is get the rose leaves out, and I'm gonna place some of those in instead. Just have that bit of black in there. I'm going to just bring these in here. I don't really want to be placing in. I did a little one, maybe in the centre there. Place that one there. I'm going to leave the rest. I think I'll put one in, but then I'm going to leave the rest of them. I'm going to place this here, and I've got a green little ball that's come off of one of the pick, so I've got a piece of spare wire. I'm going to place it on there, glue it on, put it in the middle of this bow down here. So then we've got a bit of the green there as well. Just bring some of that through. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to do any more to it. I'm not going to add the roses. I'm going to leave it as it is. Let me just clean all the mess. And we're going to do that and have it like that. Hiya. So we've got it, if you can see, that's the bottom piece of it, and as we work his way up, you can see at the top as well. But I'm going to place it on the easel. Oh, I haven't placed a hook on it, guys. Right, we'll do it, we'll do it. Are you all ready for all of the glitter come Christmas? Look at my hand. Oh, goodness me. Oh my gosh, I can't get it off. Oh, that'll do, that'll do. Right, let's just get the easel. Like, that was a bit tight. I'm gonna have to hire this easel because it is a big swag. So I'll have to do that. Hook. We need a hook. So what I'm going to do with my hook, I'm going to go through a couple of the pine needles or spruce at the back, so that will hold there. And tie that. And a knot there. just chop this bit off. It's not very neat, is it, guys? Where's the scissors gone? Here. Right, let's see and get it up on our easel. So just bear with me. I may have to bring the camera quite far back, guys, as well, with it being such a big, you know, swag. So we may have to do that also. Let me just lean it backwards a little. Crikey, it is big, guys. So I'm just going to, oops a daisy. I'm just going to attach it around the back with the screws, just so it doesn't move. So let's just get the camera now. We'll fluff up our bow. It's a bit squashed down below. Oh my good gracious me. Right, what I'm going to do as well, I'm going to zoom out. Right, so you can get a proper look at the swag, like so. Cracking me, guys, it is huge. Right, I think I may lower it a little bit. It is a bit high. I'll lower it a little. Just go and have another look, guys. So sorry about this. Just want to make sure that you can get to see. Right. So there is our lovely Halloween coloured swag, all looking quite pretty. I quite like that, on a black swag base, and you can get those anywhere, guys. You can go on Amazon, eBay, any, you know, artificial floral wholesaler or supplies. They should do things like that. If not, and you've got an old black Christmas tree, artificial Christmas tree, and it's black, cut the top piece off and use that as the swag. Turn it upside down so the point at the top is facing the bottom, and you could do that with it as well, or with any colour Christmas tree. So yes, we've incorporated, considering our foliage, a bit of eucalyptus, pine needles, some of this red. I think it's, I don't know whether to say ficus or something, or eucalyptus, but in the orange, we've got the black grass, the orange fern, the purple, I'd say it was like a bit like ruscus at the top and dotted around the sides, the orange ruscus there as well. Then we've got our picks where they've got the balls on, the green, orange and black balls. We've got our pumpkins in as well, dotted around the side, and then two up here. Obviously our gem in the centre, and some rose leaves as well in black, and a black fern also. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I hope it's given you some idea on what colour, you know, would look lovely for Halloween. I mean, the black and white looks fabulous, but I just wanted to have colour today. So, and add in some bows. You don't have to add in your bows, guys, if you don't add in a sign, you know, if you want a sign in it, and place that in it instead. And maybe just a little couple of tail ends, just add to the bottom if you just want tail ends, but no bow as it's, you know, as it is itself. And if you've got no pumpkins, but you've got Christmas baubles or Christmas ornaments, then add in some Christmas ornaments in that. I've got Christmas ornaments in these colours. So I was looking at those, but then I thought, no, let's use the pumpkins because I wanted to use these. So, and then I've added in some, just some salal for a bit of filler foliage as well. Just to fill in around where the gem is. If you've not got a gem, don't worry, guys. Place in a sign, or, you know, add a third bow if you want a third bow. Do big, medium and small going down. Or if you want a big floral, you know, statement piece in the center, maybe a big, I was going to say golden, a big orange or purple or black sunflower. You could add a sunflower in there, or a big headed rose, or you know, a dahlia, something like that, or hydrangea. If you've got like the autumnal coloured hydrangea, use that there as well instead of the gem. And if you've not got the long pine needles like this, don't worry yourselves, guys. You know, just use the normal smaller ones, and then just use some, you know, wispy foliage around the sides. Grasses instead, if you've got grasses, they will do just as good. So give it a go, guys, and if you do, enjoy it and have lots of fun. You could even as well, I've just thought, put a witch's hat in the centre as well. You don't have to have the gem. You could put a witch's hat in there, or witch's legs, anything like that, or a skull, whichever you desire, guys. So have a wonderful day. Please subscribe, share and like. To everybody who you know, to all your friends, your family, colleagues, bring them along. Just come and have a look at the video, even if they don't do artificial flowers, you know, just to enjoy and see what people, you know, can create. And also it may get those interested and want to try and give it a go themselves. So have a wonderful day. If it's hot where you are, guys, like it is here, I am sweating cobs. I didn't wipe my face because of the glitter. Drink plenty of water and stay hydrated. And over here we get the weather forecast man telling us, don't go out in the sun between the hours of 11 and 3 because that is its hottest time of the day. So if you don't like the sun that much, guys, you know, try and find a bit of shade and sit and read a book if you wish, and enjoy with a nice ice cold drink. So have a wonderful day, guys. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow. I love you all. Keep your comments coming, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Right, let's go and have a look. It is a big. I hate to think. I should have measured it really, guys, shouldn't I? Oh, we're going to go in. Let's see if it... Oh, let me straighten out our bow. So there's the bow where I got this one and the glittered one from a lady called, from a company called C&S Floral. She ships over ribbons or bows, ribbons should I say, from the States, and these are 2 of them. I've got a few more as well. These are what I've had for quite a while. I don't tend to use them that often because the wire's not too clever. So, but I didn't have another deep, rich purple. I may have to order one. So, there is your wonderful glittery bay leaf with your orange fern, your black rose leaves, or your black grass if you can just see it, the purple ruscus. Let's go down here. This orange ruscus here, your big pine needles, and there's your pick, guys, with all the glitter, what's, you know, placed in and around. There's your salal, your lovely little pumpkin, and then the glittery one here as well. There's your gem in the centre. And then I think, do they look like ficus to you? I think when I ordered them, they just said something like autumn foliage on it, if I can remember correctly. But we'll just, oh, I don't know. I'm tempted to say eucalyptus if I'm being quite honest. And then again, it's just everything's dotted around everywhere the same. And then we have our smaller bow down here as well. So, look at the cat. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Give it a go in whichever colour, if you're just wanting to do it in black and white or black and purple, you know, black and orange, whichever you like, guys. Have fun with it. And, you know, enjoy every minute, because I'm sure you will make a fabulous job and it will look grand. So be proud. Take care, guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.